Okay, now let us start with the new thing, that is JavaScript events and forms. So whenever that you'll be going to see the scripting language, okay, you'll be going to have the first mindset is going to be events. Okay, so events are nothing but the actions are going to happen in that. So whatever that you'll be going to see on the screen, I am going to say that this is a one form which consists of some text is going to be there, images are going to be there, and all these things, okay, they are going to be present here. So you can modify those things and click that thing so that you'll be going to get some other options, okay, so like that you can able to view it. So for that purpose you'll be going to study the events and forms. Event is nothing but an action that is going to be detected by the JavaScript. It's nothing but it is triggered, it's going to triggers, then it is getting caught by the JavaScript functions, okay, and based on that the response is going to be present. For example, here now I am going to say that there is a click. If I am going to click here and just clicked and leaving, going to the next page, okay, so it is nothing but what, nothing but a mouse down event or okay mouse click event. Now again one more options I am going to say, there is a keyboards will be there, okay, in the keyboard there is a key press event. When I am going to press, I go to the next navigation button. When I press, it goes to the next slide. When I press the previous one, it goes to the previous one. So I am saying that some actions is going to be done, then only it is going to react, otherwise it is not. Correct? Yeah, that is called as event. Okay, and there are so many types of events are going to be there in this, so we'll be good to see all those things. Then important thing is that there is a listener approach is there. Listener means always the when the progress is going to be there, program is going to be there, it is always in the listening mode. Okay, it is always expecting that some event should happen, some event should happen. Okay? So that's why the different types of listener approaches are there. Let us see those things. So in the older fashion in the JavaScript, okay, so we had some functionalities like in the script that we have the source, that is from where that data should come. Okay, so JavaScript is going to be written and that is going to be attached in the main program. Then in the form, okay, on submit some validations that we used to do it. Okay, on hover is there. Okay, on hover, on focus, these are all commands which is going to get act on that particular page. Okay, that particular page that it is going to happen, or form that it is going to happen. So these things were clumsiness were there in this. Okay. Now the listener approach is changed to the one thing, that is listener.js. All these functionalities are going to be written in one particular place, and program looks so simple in this. Okay, so that is a change that it is made by the listener approach. Okay, now there are so many handlers are going to be there. Listener is in this, there will be some handler is going to be present in that. So inline event handler is, okay, for example here the alert pop-up message that you want to get by using the div method. Okay, so in the div that you have been written like that, div id is example one, on click alert. In the div you have written div tag, written the id is example one, on click is an event, alert is a method that it is going to display. Okay, click for pop-up. So if you just click on this, okay, the click for pop-up, click on this, automatically what happens, hello is being displayed. Hello is being displayed in the alert box. The problem with this type of programming is that it is difficult. Corresponding the JavaScript logic is going to be it is difficult. It is going to be every time that we should go to that particular point if something happens, so it is very difficult. So to avoid that, so what it has been done, separate listener is being written. Separate listener is being written over there. So here is again format is going to be different again here. It's the old format and this is a new format. The old format, greeting box, on the example is being given. Dot get element by ID example 1. Greeting box dot on click alert good morning. Okay, on click is the operation it is going to be again. Okay, so when you click on that, it is going to display in the alert box good morning. Similarly, this is the old method and this is new method. What happens? You see, only one you can able to write here. More than one you can able to write here. Operations. Okay, greeting box dot is equals to document dot get element by ID example 1. Same it is. Okay, here you can see greeting box dot add event listener. Add event listener click event means one time click it is going to be. So it is going to display good morning or otherwise. Greetings dot box equal to get element listener mouse out. Okay, in the box you have been written in the box you are there, and if you come out of that particular box, okay, there is nothing but a mouse out, or you can say that here you press, you'll be going to click here, the mouse button you clicked, but you have not left the key. Then when you're going to leave the key, it displays. You understood? On click it is not, down it is not going to operate. When your mouse out is there like this, okay, then it is going to act on that alert method goodbye. So like this, n number of click as well as mouse operations that you can able to write it. Okay, with the one example only. And this thing is not going to work in the IE8 it is. Okay, is what some of things are going to be not going to work with the similar concept, but program will be similar. It is going to be okay. Greeting box dot attach element you should say attach element click alert method, but event listener in all other things, but IE8 should write like this. Okay, you can able to execute the functions also. Okay, whenever that it is getting triggers, that you can able to display that particular function. Now here in the example that it is going to be function you have been written that display the date. Okay, this function is been written variable date equal to new date alert. When it is clicked, okay, you click that particular button, then it is going to display that d dot toString, means on that day's current date that it is going to display. How it is going to display, you see that this is the function it is written. Variable element equal to document dot get element by ID example 1 element dot on click, on the element that if you are going to click is equals to display the date. Function is being called, over there. Okay, this is the one way of execution. Another way is element dot add event listener click display date. Either this way also you can able to write, this way also you can able to write that. We can able to write it both ways that it is going to execute. Anonymous functions means without any function that it is going to be, it's going to triggers that it is going to be written here. Okay, some function it is going to be under that function that you will be going to write any function that it is going to be written. Okay, so here element dot get element by ID example 1 element dot on click, the function is being called. Variable d is equals to new date alert this. So any functions that you can able to call here, so that particular function, whatever that function is going to be there, that it is going to display over. Okay, yeah. So here we are not using that name of the function, directly the function itself it is being called. Some errors are going to happen, events are going to happen in that event is going to get caught in this. Okay, no matter which type of event is going to be, okay, so they all comes under the DOM event objects, and the event handlers associated with them can access that access and manipulate them. You can access that and you can be able to manipulate it. So here is the example for that. Typically we see that events are passed to the function handler as a parameter named e. So usually whenever that operations happens, click or this happens, these things are going to be handlers. It is okay. Triggers, which event it is going to be, keyboard event, form event. Okay, so those events are